So, hi, my name is Junwei. So now I will introduce and talk about my final project of for my design studio too. So first is about the client. So my client is Tado Ando. He is a very famous Japanese self-taught architect. Before he become an architect, he was a former professional boxer. So that is why he loved to use brutalism in most of his projects. And also, Ando like to unit in their portrait approach thinking to complement the site's natural features such as line and water. And he focused and created what he called nothingness. He provide and gives people something to ponder. So the reason why Andong become so famous in architecture is known for his unique approach towards architecture and also his unique philosophy of critical regionalism. So next, the concept. So basically my concept is nothingness. So nothingness can seen as represent that beauty of simplicity. So minimalist shade is one of the requirements to achieve the nothingness. So minimalist shade is to use a simple of element without any ornamentation or any decoration. So it could condensing the content and form a design to its bare essential. And next, creating light bands. So as you can see in most of his Unknown love to use this horizontal and vertical line bands in his project. So and also he loves to use like all this like large to ceiling window to let the sun so it can allow the sunlight flow into the building and instead of just use all the artificial light to light up the room or house. So it also create a mystery atmosphere. So moreover, it more focused on the inner feeling. So the nothingness of Andong architecture emphasize the concept of sensation and also the physical experience. So this actually influenced by the Japanese culture, the religions of Zen. So it focused on the concept of nothingness and concentrate on inner feeling rather than just the outward appearance. And last but not least, the materials. Andong love to use all these precast concrete, all the glasses, floor to ceiling glasses. So all the building is constructed with concrete and glass. So in order to practice the idea of nothingness, using concrete could provide a sense of cleanness and visualness at the same time to represent the aesthetic of sensation. And also, I decided to use hierarchy and asymmetrical, these two design principles in my building. So because hierarchy is like give people a focus point to focus is like the maybe the height of the one part of the building is higher than the other two of the part of the building. And also the asymmetrical is help the building to create a volume or has an edge that other part of the building don't have. So next, the space relationship and organization, I choose the linear organization and adjacent space. So a linear organization is consists of essentially of a series of space. So this space can either be directly related to one and another or it can be linked through a separate distinct linear space. So next is the site responser, the site. So there's two locations. So for my site is in the bamboo playhouse. So there's two locations for my site. The first location is near the lake. So the advantage is that it have a better privacy because the private space like master room or studio is facing the river. Then also it create a better viewpoint because it's just straight away facing the lake. It provide a peaceful view and a better ventilation, and also there's a personal garden in the middle of the building. So there's a wall blocking the inside and outside, so the client can enjoy his time in his personal garden without any distraction. But the disadvantage is like it have less vegetation. So because compared to the in the middle of the island, the vegetation around the building is lesser. For the location two, which is in the middle of the island, so of course there's more advantage is that they have more vegetation, more tree that surrounded the building. But for there's still a lot of disadvantage, such as less privacy, because it's like the in front of the building is the bamboo playhouse. So there should be a lot of tourists and visitors go to the site. So it causes a lot of noise than the location one, and also it close to the main road. And next, here's the criteria matrix. So there's living room, there's one living room, one kitchen, one dining room in the public area, and also there's a public toilet, and also there's a personal garden, and also for Tado Ando for our client, there's a master room, bath, and private bathroom and studio for him. And for another part of the building, there's two guest room and two bathroom for the guest, for example, like his friend or family. So the total area will be around at 122 meters square. So next, the bubble diagram. Here's the bubble diagram. So here's the entry. So the entries, when you go to entries, straight away go to the living rooms, and the dining room and kitchen is linked together. So for living room, you can go to the dining room and kitchen. And for living room, also there's two parts you can go. One part is only for our client Tado Ando, which is studio and the master room. And for another part is also a semi-private space for the guest, for example, that his friend or family. And here's the space planning diagram. So there's three parts of the building. First part is here, the public area, which is living room, dining room, kitchen. Another one part is for the Tado Ando. So here is the studio. Here's the master room. For living room, you can go to the so Tado Ando can go to his private area for the living room, and also the guests also can go to the guest room for the living room. So here's the floor plan of my building. So for the structure system, I'm using the shear wall system. So also for the material, most of the material I'm using is precast concrete, and also this like few floor to ceiling windows to provide sunlight to flow in. And also the asymmetrical part is to make this part more volume than the other part, because this part is like there's a curve for it, and also there's opening on the roof, so it allow the sunlight to flow in through. Also, it provide a misty atmosphere. And next, here's the elevation of my building. As you can see, most of the material is using precast concrete. And surrounded also got a lot of trees to surround us, so provide a better privacy. And here's also elevation, and here's the section X and Y1. So as you can see, here's the opening on this part of the building, so the sunlight can flow in through here. So you don't in the morning you don't need light to light up the room. So because this part can just allow the sunlight to flow in through lah. So safe lighting, safe electricity. And this also section, here's the section YY. Here's the exterior perspective of the whole building. So as you can see, I try to play with the shadow and the lightning. So, and also I create a two wall on the entrance of the building. So it provide a better privacy. Also, second, it provide a hidden entrance. Also, because Tado Ando also love to use all this wall to place it differently to create a better viewpoint. Here's also the exterior perspective, and here's the interior perspective. So inside here's the living room. So the large floor to ceiling window can allow the light flow in through. So, and also here is the personal garden for the Tado Ando or for his guests to go in through and enjoy their time. So here's the opening on the roof. So you can see that the light can flow in through and create a very mystery atmosphere. And here is the composition of all the project. So And that's all for my presentation. Thank you.